Okay, we're back again, getting on with this DLC. Last time I wasn't able to get the last star in this area in level 2. And let me tell you, I dreamed about this problem all night long. I was dreaming about this fucking puzzle. Because it was a dream, I was coming up with like nonsense solutions, like, oh, like I could just use the portal gun to portal over there. But in the course of my dreaming, I did come up with... I did dream one solution that might actually work, and I actually came on a bit earlier today just to test if it was at all possible. I didn't go through the whole thing. So my idea is we're going to set up the fans, and then I'm going to grab the block, and then I'm going to put the block on a fan plate without the fan going. Then I'm going to stand on the block and activate the fan by putting the blade on it. And then as I'm going over with the block, I jump off the block. That's the strategy that I had in my dream. And I logged on because there was one thing I needed to check to make sure that that was even viable, and that's if you can jump on top of the block after you've placed it on the fan platform. And I tested that, and you can. So, we're going to see if it works. We're going to see if this strategy works. It came to me in a dream. It's gonna take a bit of doing to get everything set up, because this puzzle is a pain in the ass. Okay. Wait. I need to do this one as well. And then I can grab that. That gives me the fan blade. And then... And then I need to do something similar over here. I need to bring 4 connectors total over to the other side to get the other fan blade. If this works, I swear I did not look it up. I literally dreamed it. That's fine. Okay, we've got both fans going. Now, we're going to need 3 connectors on either side. So we can take one back over. Oh, we need to power the fan. Okay. The first thing we need to do is get the... We need to get the block floating. We need the 3rd connector. Okay, block is floating. And the box should still be floating on the other side, right? The fan, that is. We grab the block. Place the block on the thing. Now we don't need to have that floating anymore, so that frees this up. And we don't need that anymore either. We instead need this and that. Okay. We're going to fly across and then we're going to jump off. Yes! It worked! Yeah! Yes! I'm stoked! Oh god, I can't believe it. It actually came to me in a dream. I was so, like, disappointed last night when I couldn't figure it out. I was here for like an hour and a half trying to figure it out. It just came to me. And it worked. Oh my god. Yes, dude. Yes! Ah, that felt good. Woo! That was a good one. We can move on. I was so unhappy having to leave this unfinished. All done, man. Yes! Oh, that feels great. Can't go in here yet, going sigils at once. My stars don't count as sigils for that one, I guess. Oh, what a rush. That's the intensity of puzzle-solving games. I bet that's the solution, too. I bet that's how you're meant to do it. Is there nothing around the outside here? Somehow, at some point, I'm going to figure out what all this is about. They got these fans over there that I can't get to. I'm going to figure that out someday. Oof. Okay, I guess it's time to get on to level 3. 4 puzzles and 4 more stars. Aha, and here we're in the Roman area. Quick check around, make sure there's no secrets. Oh, I'm gonna be riding that high all night. I can't believe that it literally came to me in a dream. My mind must have been going crazy trying to solve it, even while I was sleeping. You can go up here, but there's nothing here. Whoa! Sick. Wow, the level design in the DLC is really cool. They really went hard on it compared to the base game. Like, the levels with the puzzles are so much more varied. And I feel like this is sort of... You can sort of see the, like, the embryo of the Talos 2 design in sort of the layouts. Ooh, I got this big ruined bridge. 2 over there, and 2 over there. Well, let's go this way, I guess. Oh, it's like it's a Roman aqueduct. Damn, they went crazy for this design. They put so much effort into this. I thought the DLC might just be like, okay, here's a few more puzzles, but like they went crazy for the level design. Athena looked upon the imprisoned Titans, moved by their plight. What crimes deserved such punishment, and how did they, in their confinement, avoid the pit of madness? Athena 10. Was over there. What's up here? Wow, it kind of extends way out. How far out can you go? Ah. So they still have boundaries.
The beginning were the words.
get up there as well. Let's have a quick look around the puzzle. Trying to find any QR codes as well. Why does this part of the simulation even exist? Did Elohim create it? If so, why can't he just reach in here and free the people himself? Can we get on top of the aqueduct? Almost. Oh. Oh, it doesn't want me going over there. We can sort of go along it by jumping. Oh, that was weird. I didn't do that. I didn't sort of veered me off to the left there as I jumped. There, it did it again. Jumped me to the right, even though I wasn't pressing right. Oh, there's something up here. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay, okay. There's a connector here. And it can't be taken out of this little bit. Oh, and it powers this, I guess. For what purpose? Oh, shit. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Anything else up this way? This looks like a boundary.
The beginning
Yeah.
were the beginning were
Alright, we've, There's the fan. Anything... Looks like it's just the fan up there. How strange. Why would we want that? Okay, well, let's have a look at the puzzle. Ray Trivia. We've got blocked off connectors. There's the finish. Huh, and there's the one we can access. That lets us retrieve... Oh. We need both for this one. Okay. So it looks like that's all the pieces we're getting. Just those 3 connectors. And we have to light up just both the red and blue. Something tells me it's not going to be that simple. And the red one is on the left. That makes things complicated. Ah, right. Okay. I have a feeling this is going to involve body blocks. Okay. Why does that happen? This should be self-powering. Hmm. It's this beam here that's the problem. This also works out here. Hmm. Shit, this is hard. The red is going to need at minimum 2, so the blue is the one that needs to happen in one go. We need to set up the blue somehow. Hey, Monsieur Crate. Good to see you. Yeah, we're pressing on. I did manage to get the final star in the desert area, and the aqueduct is super cool. I don't think there's an angle here that works. No. Hmm. How can it be done without intersecting? There we go, I did it. Somehow. I guess it's because this one doesn't intersect over like that. Hang on, let me, wait. Ah, damn. Why did that shut off? That's self-sustaining now. So I should just be able to walk over. Why? Why did that happen just then? That doesn't make sense. No, I fucked it up. I think I had the right idea, though. And then that's powering it. And then I can grab this. And connect that and that. Place it there. No, it blocked it again. Shit. It's too far away. I need to place it on the other side of this. Like that. No! It needs to be in such a way that it doesn't block it. I have no idea why I can't just walk directly through this like that. Oh, I see, because... Yeah. The laser comes behind me and disrupts it like that. Okay. That makes sense. I can't move out of the path of the laser. I guess I could just put it, like, there, and then take this. That works. Got him! Oh, it's Dog. The, pessimist. I wonder if that's how you're meant to do it. That felt right. Okay, more threads. Keep calm and carry on. Lamb, so now we're pretty sure that Uriel really does exist and really is freeing people. What does that mean for Gehenna? We don't know. It's a change. Let's not rush to judgment, okay? This is still our home. Garrett, you love it here so much, you stay. Lamb, Gehenna has its bad sides, I agree, but that doesn't mean it's not home. Should we abandon it so easily for some dream of transcendence? Garrett, Gehenna can go fuck itself. Orc, Garrett, please try to remain civil. We know you've spent more time than anyone trying to get out, but it's okay for some of us to have doubts. We fought hard to transform Gehenna from a prison into a home. This thread is locked. Ooh. So our presence here is causing drama. Like, it started as a prison, but they've built up this community. And so now they're questioning, like, what was it all for, I guess, you know? Were we just trying to keep ourselves sane, or, you know, is this really our home? Or is, like, should we, you know, try and go for this promise of getting out, even though we don't know what will happen? Ascension, Knave. I've been around a long time, but I know that I'm not that smart. What does Uriel mean when he says we will ascend? Garrett, he means we're getting out of here, for good. Not just Gehenna, but this whole world. Lilith, in Elohim's garden, there were messages from someone called the Shepherd, who I believe opposed Elohim. They claimed that when someone reached the top of the tower, that individual would reach true freedom and we would all benefit. Mac, this is true, but it may not mean that we will be freed as individuals. We may become part of something bigger. We may become no more than memories. Frankenstein, isn't that a kind of death? Would we still be ourselves? Dog, less dead than if we stay here. Come on, you all know it. This place is falling apart, and when it goes, nothing will remain. No consciousness, no memories, just nothingness. Reassure them, frighten them, ask for faith. Yeah, so I guess... because only Athena makes it out of the simulation, right? As, like, an individual. So it's not clear what actually happens to these other guys. I guess going from Talos 2, we might be able to infer that their personalities become, like, part of the system that is used to make new guys. Make new human robots. And so they're arguing, like, is that better than being imprisoned here? And then, like, even if it wasn't, the simulation is being destroyed, right? It's all being deleted. So, like, they're going to go anyway, I guess. So it's a hard decision. Let's reassure them. You will all be remembered. Is that all we can hope for? It's more hope than we've had before. Fair enough. Missing mods. That we read this last time. Coming as cynic, does anyone else notice the mods have been suspiciously quiet since they put out that big expose in the re-Uriel thread? Yeah, I don't know what I don't think they stopped talking. Okay, what do you know that I don't? I believe Nave is referring to the fact that not all moderation discussion is held in public, and it's been that way for some time. I thought everyone knew this. They started holding secret meetings ages ago, people getting banned, stuff deleted, not even just locked, fully gone from the history. Sure, there's a rational explanation for this. I'll ping the mods and see what they have to say. Org. Let me say first of all that I understand your concerns. I assure you that we have consulted with admin on this matter. Rather than try to put it better myself, here are his exact words. Every community grows to a point where without careful management it can begin to consume itself. One can no longer trust the community at large to always act in the way that is best for all the individuals within it. Gehenna has reached that point. To ensure that what is valuable about our land is not drowned out, I can imagine how it might be beneficial for the moderation panel to have a private environment in which to explore ideas for how to better manage our society, especially in view of recent developments. Please give them the space they require, and trust that I will always be watching. Lamb, I was sure there would be a reasonable explanation. So the mods are kind of on this, like, power trip sort of thing, where they're saying we can no longer trust the community to sort of act for the benefit of the community, so we have to sort of take control ourselves. Because it's grown to a certain point. And I guess that's reflection of, like, real-life society, where you sort of... where you have leaders that you have to sort of trust to make decisions for the country at large, because I guess you can't get, like, any kind of consensus if it's just... if there's no one in charge. Or I guess it's, you know, like, because Gehenna is like a forum, right? And they're sort of treating it as a forum, so it's like... you need sort of rules and leaders who can, you know, enforce the rules. Because otherwise it's too easy for individuals to disrupt things, but then there's the other side of it where the leaders as individuals can then also act against the desires of the community. Dog, I suppose that at least answers my question. Rockwell confirms pretty much everything I said too. Frankenstein, admin's grammar is a lot like yours, Borg. Orc, okay, that's enough rumor-mongering for one day. Locking the thread. Is this suggesting that Orc, Borg, and Mr. Mulciber are all actually just sock puppet accounts of admin? Is that what that's insinuating? And admin is sort of like trying to create consensus so he can like maintain control of this society he's built. We don't have enough status to open that one yet. We can't quite see the connector from up here. Because we know that these guys don't actually make it out of Gehenna as individuals because of Talos 2. Oh, that's why it jumped over. It actually has little beat marks to have you jump over. That's why it was... That's why it seemingly was cutting my inputs last time. We can't, like, put it in any more of a advantageous position because of these walls. We can kind of see the laser emitter from here, but the angle is no good. If it's gonna come from anywhere, it's gotta come from this puzzle, right? Or maybe it could come from that puzzle, like right at the back. Either that or we get either that or there's another connector somewhere out in the open world that we connect this one to. Yeah, I don't think we have the angle for it. It's hard to tell because the connector is so much shorter than the character. We can't actually get to see the connector's line of sight. but I don't think it's going to be high enough. And I don't think it's high enough here either, which suggests to me that maybe we have to smuggle a connector out of one of the puzzles. Or there will just be another connector somewhere else that we can connect to. Can't go that way. It doesn't seem like there's too much just out in the open in these little areas. Just nothing there. I thought I might find Easter eggs just somewhere in all these open fields. But nothing that I've found yet so far, at least. I guess this path goes down to under the aqueduct. That puzzle there. Right. Gotcha. Oh, and we can kind of cross under. Right, we can go in the water. You can go quite far out. You could go almost up to the shore of that island, but you couldn't get on it. Okay, I see. Trying to have a good look around first. Oh! There's one of the stars. Ah! That must be what the fan up there does. Right. A man cannot ignore the inevitable end of his existence. But we must ask, does the nature of goodness change simply because each life is finite? Stratton Oblivion Fragment. Text. There are two entrances to this puzzle. Hang on, let me have a look. Up here? How far into the water this way can we go?
In the beginning were the words,
Hey.
and the words made the world.
There's a statue
I am
here.
the words are everything. In the beginning were the words.
Okay. Have a look at this puzzle then. Pendulum. Totally does, there's two entrances. Okay, we got blue laser, we got some buzzers. Block. You can kinda see up there, but not quite. Block, connector, another block. There's the guy. And a star. There's the solution. We've got a jammer. Looks like we need the jammer for that part. So the goal is to get blue here. And that appears to be all we have to work with. Two connectors and a jammer. That's tricky. I'm not seeing how this works without a third connector. We can put blocks on these guys, but I'm not entirely sure what purpose that holds. Two blocks. We can jam these guys too if needed. This is a bit of a weird one. I'm not even seeing what the sort of, like, obvious trick is. Normally there's something where it's like, you can try to do such and such, but then you're blocked in such a way, and figuring out how to get around that is the puzzle. Like, I'm not seeing what possible purpose that could serve. Oh, can we maybe get up here? There's no way we can jump on this, right? We can put it on, yeah, but we can't jump on it. I'm not seeing like a foot symbol or anything that would... Yeah, it's too high. But that still feels suspicious. Couldn't be this, could it? Do they even connect like this? Oh, they kinda do. But, this doesn't work. We would need something to... And what is the purpose of this part? That's really annoying. So that doesn't work. Not a big surprise. That opens that, but we need the jammer as well. Oh, and we can't see the laser from here. I don't get what this thing is here for. This puzzle is really strange. What's the name of it? Pendulum. What does that mean? Does that actually make any contact at any point? I don't think so. So yeah, it never even touches the receiver. Up. I don't get this puzzle. I don't get it. You can't come around. Like, there's no angle on it anywhere. It feels like the only way is through these slits. But there doesn't appear to be a way to get through them. Without also needing to use the jammer. Yeah, it doesn't work there. It doesn't work there, dude. Like, that lines up, but we can't... We don't have the angle. Even right on the edge. Not quite enough. As close as it can possibly get. We don't have the option to, like, just drop it up there, do we? Maybe we can connect directly to this? No. This one's got me stuck. Like, we can sort of activate it through the slits, but... We don't have enough items. I feel like there's something I'm missing. What are you for? The jammer jam something. Is it not possible to have the jammer jam while it's on the block? Seems like maybe not. No, there it goes. And in that case it jams only while it's in view. When it goes behind the fence it stops jamming. Is there any possible use for that? What happens? It doesn't do anything if the block passes in front of it. And the buzzer doesn't do anything either. I don't get it, man. The only way I can see how to do it would be to have the connectors on top of these guys. Or at least one just stood here. But then the other one needs to be stationary. Oh! I think I see it. If they're exactly at opposite sides, then they pass exclusively through the middle slit. They're almost doing it right now. No shit. Like that. That's it. Dude, that's real clever. Hey, Rockwell. No threads. A small apology, Frankenstein. As a critic, I always believed that being as ruthless as possible was the only way to improve art. Yeah, great solution. Yeah, I guess that's the only solution, I guess. At least the only intended one. But we've still got to get the star. I always believed that being as ruthless as possible was the only way to improve art. I thought clear criticism, unencumbered by politeness, was the best thing I could contribute to our society. After all, without that, how can artists grow? Criticism that minces its words is a waste of space, and I still think that's true. But as we approach the end, or transformation, of Gehenna, I wonder if I haven't been entirely too unkind. Have I revelled too much in my role as critic? Have I been sarcastic and crude when I thought I was witty? Was my defense of proper grammar ultimately just an attempt to impose a sense of order on a world I couldn't control? Maybe. I don't know. But I do know I appreciated every work of art that I encountered. I didn't like all of them, that's true, but please understand that without them, I would have gone mad. Talking about your work, assessing its strengths and weaknesses, gave me something to hold on to. It gave me a purpose, a function in Gehenna. Every new story was like a little bit of salvation. For that, I am more grateful than you will ever know, and I apologize if I ever caused any of you to feel less motivated to keep creating. Mac, I will never forget your devastating deconstruction of episode 24, but I do think it helped me, in the long run, to be a better writer. Lilith, your feedback for each issue of Incredible Stories was greatly appreciated. Doug, hey, the mean reviews were the best. 401, so 6 out of 10. Stratton Fragment 13. Galatea, I've been digging through the files that Garrett unearthed in his latest escape attempt. Here's an interesting bit of text that I found by Alexander Drenan's favourite philosopher, Stratton of Stagira. It is neither necessary nor logical to denounce all virtues merely because one is confronted with the inevitability of one's own death. Beauty does not cease to exist because one is no longer beautiful. Lovers may die, but love itself cannot. The laws of the cosmos are not altered by the passing of generations. Knowledge may be lost, but not truth. When Eudoxus of Cnidus perished, the planets did not fall from the sky, nor did levers cease to work when Archytas breathed his last. If, then, we are truly dedicated to those virtues, and not to our self-important ego, we can take comfort in knowing that all we struggled for endures. Mr. Mulciber, thank you so much for posting this. Can you send me a copy of those files? Galatea, of course, I'll do so right away. Hugedry, I find it hard to maintain entirely so detached a point of view, though I think the sentiment is excellent. Spider. Stratton is certainly an inspiration. He always makes me question myself and my point of view, which I believe is profoundly necessary. Frankenstein. I realize I'm bumping a very old thread here, but I felt this quotation was relevant to our situation. Hope it helps. I think it's helped me. That's why we've got characters that we haven't seen, Kudri and Spider. The people of Gehenna are sort of like trying to come to terms with the fact, I guess, that it's all going to end. Like, so I guess some are still in denial, but they're still, like, it's the discussion of, like, go with Uriel and ascend, whatever that means, or, like, stay here and accept whatever happens. Which is just going to be deletion. Submission's still open. Lamb, I don't know about you guys, but all this craziness recently makes me want to write more than ever. Just a reminder that provided your status is high enough, you can still submit original works for review, and I, for one, will still be reading. Even if you've never made anything before. In fact, especially if you haven't, now's the time. Kaiju, don't forget Lilith and Mr. Mulciber developed a tutorial to help. Attachment tutorial. Welcome to the Story Creation Tutorial. Story Creation Tool. Since this is your first project, this tutorial will help guide you through the process. According to ISBN 10-something, all stories begin with characters of one kind or another. Therefore, to finish a story, you simply need to understand your characters, and the plot will proceed logically from there. This season's theme is Bildungsroman. Roman buildings? I bet this is an actual book. Let me just look it up quick, see if I can get it. ISBN 10 02268 23369. It's a manual for writers' research papers, theses, and dissertations. Chicago style for students and researchers. It's a textbook by Kate L. Turabian. Are you sitting comfortably? Then let's begin. Close your eyes. You see before you a human of remarkable qualities. Is it a boy, a girl, or someone else? Someone else. Good. A character's sex helps determine the sorts of challenges and opportunities they might encounter in your story, as well as how other characters will perceive them. Now, imagine your character is a little older and experiencing real triumph for the first time. What are they doing? Demonstrating startling physical prowess, succeeding in an intellectual challenge, something these ancient ideas fail to capture, everything better than everyone else, all the time. Let's go with something these ancient ideas fail to capture. Understood. Your character's natural aptitude is determined by the sum of their genetic and experiential influences. What sort of upbringing did your character have? Wealthy and nurturing, wealthy but uncaring, poor but nurturing, poor and uncaring. Let's go with poor but nurturing. That makes for maybe an interesting story. According to extensive studies of the genre and of ancient records, social advantage is generally sufficient to offset genetic disadvantage. Genetic advantage will only sometimes offset social disadvantage. In other words, your character's background will have a radical effect on how they think about themselves and the nature of the problems they face in life. Are you sure you want your character to have that kind of background? Sure. Great. Now imagine your character has reached adulthood. 87.2327% of Bildung's Roman records commence with an emotional blow for the protagonist. What will your character suffer? A death in the family, a personal injury, an unplanned debt, an unplanned pregnancy. My protagonist goes by unharmed. Unplanned debt. Thank you. This is sounding dramatic already. A character is like an equation. Settle on the opening premises and the conclusion will work itself out. Displaying opening premises. Non-specific sex, gifted in esoteric ways, low wealth background, caring family, in debt. Ready to generate story. Go. To begin my life at the beginning of my life, I was born at 3 AM on a Wednesday. Fiscally deprived childhood. My father, as he is always careful to point out, is only able to report the midwife's account, seeing how he was pulling a long shift at the nearby textiles mill to pay for a second-hand cot. Esoteric sex. My childhood was, in retrospect, a difficult period. I found although my fellows all had a wide variety of different physical appearances and appendages, with varying levels of function, they nonetheless identified a resemblance and bond between themselves which was to my eyes all but invisible. My parents, aware of my particular situation, had the good foresight to provide me a name ambiguous in matters of sex, and I've continued in that vein ever since. My story became worthy of note as I approached the age of 18. A personal debt. For years I had lived at leisure under the illusion that the world would continue to fall at my feet. I was turned upside down and shaken inside out when I learned that my family was in fact in some significant debt and our home was in threat of foreclosure. Continue. So it was that I found myself seeking a permanent and substantial source of income. I set out to make my fortune. Your character's sex affected their career options. The range of options available to me was sparse. From a list of including pot washing and sewing at the mill, I chose to become a secretarial assistant. It hardly seemed to match to my natural talents, but I was hopeful I could progress up the ranks of the company. However, the work I had seen merely as a stepping stone when I embarked upon it became the totality of my day-to-day existence. It began to feel that every person in society who held a position senior to me was part of a great immovable ceiling which ever threatened to crush me. The talents I had were repeatedly ignored, weaknesses I never displayed were frequently attributed to me. As I write this now, I remain effectively indentured to my creditors. I pay off just enough each week to offset the inflation, so that in truth my debt never has really decreased. It is like an old, maligned uncle, always there, always reminding me how I have failed to fit this world. Though I have by every measure failed in life thus far, I am convinced my tale holds an important lesson. Be fit for purpose, accept your place. We are owned by others from the moment we first take breath to long after we die. Make of it whatever you can. The end. Would you like to publish your draft on the billboard for review? No, I think I'd like to start from scratch. Fine. A boy. What are they doing? Succeeding in an intellectual challenge. Let's go... Let's do the same background. But we're just going to give them a sex and an intellectual challenge. And we'll stay, maybe we go for a different problem. Let's go unplanned pregnancy. Okay. Your character's abilities have been squandered by poor education. My childhood was an unremarkable affair. I attended the local school. I found the work to be trivial, and I frequently found myself on the wrong side of my self-proclaimed betters. Your character's physical makeup has affected someone else's chances in life. I had met a girl of quite remarkable qualities the previous summer, and I can tell you I was mighty surprised to see her again, and even more so to learn that she had a permanent souvenir of our relationship growing inside of her. Her character's childhood has made them nurturing. It was in that moment that my responsibilities within the world fell down heavily upon me. I realized I owed this child, by my irresponsibility, at least as good a chance in life when it was born as I had, preferably substantially better. So it was that I found myself seeking a permanent and substantial source of income. I set out to make my fortune. Your character's education has limited their career options. I took whatever work was available to someone with my accent and character. I moved furniture, caught ferrets, volunteered for human trials. Whatever work didn't quite fit into anyone else's niche. However, the work I had seen merely as a stepping stone became the totality. Right, your character had kept their child and did their best. I succeeded in educating my son, but recent events have suggested I did not do well enough. 17 years old, and he has made his parents' mistakes and gotten one of his schoolmates pregnant. Time repeats itself. We learn no lessons. It seems I shall not retire anytime soon. The end. Let's go one more. We'll do something similar, but give them the wealth. It seems like poor or wealthy background makes a huge difference. Let's do the same thing, but just go for wealthy background. Wealthy and, wealthy and nurturing. If they're wealthy, it feels like the pregnancy is not going to make a big deal. Let's see what happens with a death in the family. My father, owning as he did the nearby textiles factory, and having the luxury of deciding his own hours, insists he was present, albeit at a safe distance. Wealth and natural talent enabled your character to overcome early challenges. My childhood was an unremarkable affair. My parents sent me to the best boarding schools where books were forced down my throat and I swallowed obediently. My story became worthy of note as I approached the age of 18. My mother and I had always shared a close relationship, and so it was that a part of me died the day she left this world. She did, however, leave me quite a sizable inheritance, if I may be unsubtle about it, left me in a position where the only work I should have to do for the rest of my life would be deciding how best to spend it. The character has found a way to employ their particular talents. I first made for France, then journeyed east, discovering my cost decreased the further from home I travelled. I saw how differently people lived, and in some cases how poorly. What began as an adventure became a mission. I devoted years of my life to helping those less fortunate than myself. I saw myself as part of a greater project, and it was good. Given the right series of circumstances, anyone can come to see the world in a more humane way. Given the wrong series of circumstances, anyone can lose their humanity. Our lifelong task is to keep the balance. The end. Would you like to publish your draft on the Billboard for review? Okay, that sounds okay. This is a good message, I think. Publish. Remember to check the relevant Billboard thread in the future to see how your story was received by other users. Okay. Sharing your first creative work in Gehenna, your profile status has increased from 7 creative to 8 master. Restricted Billboard threads have been unlocked. Let's read this. That's our story. Auto post by the story tutorial manager. Load story seed 527445 to read. Kaiju, good to see you joining in, Uriel. What a read. Frankenstein. I'm not convinced this narrative is extensive enough to truly qualify as Bildungsroman. Okay, we've got the mod discussion now. Org. A number of topics to address with some urgency. Org. Spider has been exploiting the gallery code again to contact other citizens. We've closed the loophole, but he managed to get a number of posts onto the billboard before we could shut it down. Unfortunately, they were heavily upvoted, so the view counts were high. Mr. Mossova, what can we do if they insist on supporting him? We can't ban the entire community. Admin, you know that I hate to interfere, but I think you might find this library resource insightful. Voting patterns, that text. They're trying to suppress a user? Spider? Load file. Detecting and directing citizen voting patterns. Clairvoy Press, 2009, Chapter 7, applying the indices to form predictions. As we have seen already, voters can be reframed and understood as consumers of political product, where that product is made up of the ideals and policies embodied by your candidate. In this chapter, we will look at how broad data about your citizens can be applied to something. Although individual people sometimes confound statistical models, over a large enough sample size we can be uncannily accurate. We can look at the general inputs, your citizens' educations, wealth, religious beliefs, etc., calculate what outcome will satisfy them most, and then adapt policy. Politics is no different to any other commercial machine. In later chapters, we will explore how these techniques can be used to directly affect voting patterns by subtle alteration of the ways that questions are asked. They're trying to manipulate society. Okay. Uh-huh. So we still need the jammer. To activate that one as well, it needs to be essentially stationary. And we can, like, sort of stick it there. It's stuck there now. Or we can just put it here. It doesn't work because we need the jammer. We need the block as well. Like, if we even had access to one more item, we could just block this guy, and then that would help. And then that would, lock him in place. We could do something to that effect anyway. This is really feeling like you need to do something super crazy, like... This big platform up here feels so suspicious. And it is possible to stack these two on top of each other, but now I have no way of getting on top of it. It's too high. If we could put... We could put the connector up there, all would be solved. But you can't. We definitely need to power both of them. Because we only have one jammer, and these two walls can't be opened by anything but the jammer. There has to be a reason why this thing is over here, right? You would think there has to be a reason. Does it get any sort of angle? On that? I can't tell. Oh, it almost sort of does. Not really. Is this potentially a puzzle where you have to bring in something from somewhere else? can jump up here. Why? Oh, come on. That gives us a straight look at that one. Maybe. No, not even. It intersects the fence. Hang on. Oh, it doesn't let us place it? Double stack. Jump on the double stack. That still doesn't give us any help. And jump up here. Oh, hello. Sick. I guess that answers why that middle buzzer guy is there. Oh, and you can see it from here. Still missing a way to solve this one, though. And I'm a bit stuck on how it might be possible. I don't think it's possible to grab the... Like, even if we were connected at the blue shop there, don't think it would be possible to get it at this angle. Because that would be the simplest thing, to just get the laser from somewhere else. But don't see any way we could possibly do that. I'm gonna leave it for now. Leave that, and we can come back to it after finishing the rest of this area, I think. Cool that we found one star right away, though. And we know the location of two of the others, so that means there's only two unknown stars left. One unknown star left. Oh. All our dignity consists then in thought. By it we must elevate ourselves, and not by space and time which we cannot fill. Let us endeavour to think well. This is the principle of morality. I can see a block through the window there. Maybe that will end up being a hint or something. If we can get a block out of a puzzle, then that might make the pendulum star possible. It might be possible now, I'm not sure, but I can think of maybe some additional solutions if we had an extra block. Harmony. Ah, no, there it is. It looks like this is just... yeah, it's just part of the puzzle. It might still be possible to bring a block out. We'll have to see. There's the guy. And there's the lever. So we need to get up here, and we need red power. Hope we can get a block up that way. Oh, and there's the last star. Okay. Jeez, they've got a lot going on here. We've got a stationary connector. Okay. Lots to think about. Okay, well, let's grab a block. And I'm assuming, yeah, it's just another thing. We can come up here. Oh, goodness gracious. I guess we need the other block too. Let's just bring both blocks in. For goodness sake. What is all this? Oh, what is the purpose here? I guess it lets us grab the fan blade? That has to be it, right? Didn't turn that fan on. Now we gotta get all these items out. Okay, we got a whole truckload of items. I don't think we need to get anything else from inside there. We got them. We got everything. Now what? We've got these guys going. Okay, that's not enough. Oh, and we need the fan blade too, for that. The jammer we can put there. Wait, what happens if we go over there? It's over here. Oh, we got more stuff going on. That's how we get around to the star, maybe? Okay. I think I see a trick here. The trick is to have the balls move such that they don't both disable the red at the same time. Oh, they move at slightly different speeds, or do they? Oh, they're about the same. That's it. Hey. Oh, the blacksmith. The mysterious one. How interesting. Let me just ban this idiot in chat. Oh, no, 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 no. Back. Why do we deserve to be saved? 401. Maybe the rest of you don't wonder about this or don't care, but I do. We always assumed Elohim was wrong, was lying, something like that. The process could never be completed. Maybe it didn't even exist. So we thought we were better than him and all the others. We taught ourselves we ended up here because we were special. We were too smart for Elohim. Too unique, too weird. But now the process is complete after all. It did work. So what are we? Maybe we're just a bunch of stupid, broken old programs. Mutations that should never have existed. Aberrations. Sure, we're proud of being outcasts, but what if we're outcasts for a reason? All we've done is fail in some way. Why do we deserve to be saved? Everyone deserves to be saved. You have something to contribute. You may not be perfect, but your imperfection has led to so much beauty. You will enrich the world to come. I guess I'll have to think about that. I find it difficult to believe our silly ideas are somehow valuable. This thread has caused an error and will be automatically locked. Okay, Star. I know there's more threads I still need to look at, but we're not going to worry about that for now. We don't need to go up there anymore. Right, so we do need to come around there. Owie. Owie. We need one more item than we have. Which is a bit of a pisser. Because we can't take anything through this barrier. We need something to hold that down. We have this connector here. What do we got? We've got the jammer, we've got 2 blocks, we've got a fan, we've got a connector. We could maybe get up from up there. Okay, we need to set it all back up again. Oh, god damn it, are you kidding me? Okay. Yeah, this is how you're meant to do it. Please don't spring another barrier on me. Good. Start, get. There remains the question of... Can we connect to anything? Can we connect from up here? Can't even see the barrier from here. I need to turn off that laser, that's so annoying. Brrrr, psh, brrrr, psh, brrrr, psh. I can't tell where it is from here. There. It doesn't look possible, does it? We'll leave it at that. There's only 4 puzzles in this area, I believe. And we've got 2 of the stars. We know where the other 2 are. Oh, I was also... Could we have used that to sneak a block out of the puzzle? We get up. We can jump over. Doesn't really look like it, does it? Just slide right off there. Seems pretty well set up to not let you do that. You can get as far as here, but that makes no difference. They've seemingly set it up so you can't smuggle a block out. Let's read the rest of the posts. Jefferson Goldblum announcement. Mac, I started writing the next episode, but suddenly I don't know whether to continue. I mean, what's the point? It's over. It's all over. Yeah, so I guess all of this will be remembered. That brave soul who ascended the tower, or who wakes up outside Elohim's garden, will know everything we know. I think that's what it'll be like. That's what the shepherd meant in those messages. But you and me, we won't exist. Not as people, not as minds. No matter what happens, I will never be able to finish the adventures of Jefferson Goldblum. Does one more episode matter? I had the story planned out all the way to episode, 500. I can never get there before the end. What's the point of an unfinished legacy? And still I can't quite give up. I know I don't have the blacksmith vision or Mr. Mulciber's intelligence, but this stupid little story matters to me. I care about Jefferson Goldblum and Ginny HD and Frankie Soy Sauce and all the other characters as if they were my friends. I would have gone crazy here without them and their adventures. They may just be symbols on a screen, but aren't we all just information? Maybe when we ascend, we won't be that different anymore. I just don't want to give up on them. Ugh. Mac, I just want to say this, no matter what happens. I looked forward to every one of your stories, and they meant more to me than I perhaps ever indicated. They might not have moved as deeply as others, or made me think as much, but all of the art we produced here in Gehenna, it was your stories I was always the most excited to see. Part of it was the stories themselves, which always seemed to make the universe seem bigger, and another part was your genuine enthusiasm for what you were doing. You told me once that you didn't feel you were really a proper artist, but maybe the exact opposite is true. Maybe you were closer to the real meaning of art than anyone else here. I cared about you and your stories, and that too will be remembered. I guess it's like kind of following on from the themes of the game, of the base game, where it's sort of like the past isn't really gone as long as you remember, as long as there are people to remember it. So even though the people of Gehenna won't really exist as people anymore, they are still remembered. Top 10 things I love about Gehenna. Lamb. 10. No more puzzles. I enjoyed solving the puzzles at first, but they made me feel smart. After solving dozens of them, though, I started wondering, what's the point? And that's how I ended up here. 9. No mines. It's not really the exploding that drives you crazy, it's the sounds. Preach. 8. No turrets. Just when you think you've solved something, a turret! Also, see above. Those whining sounds when they turn make you want to run in front of them just to end the pain. 7. No stars. Sorry, Elohim, but I don't care enough about becoming a messenger to go through every nook and cranny looking for your stupid stars. Some of them are hid in such absurd places, I don't even have the words for it. If finding those is what makes you a messenger, I feel sorry for them. Next time I ask for help at an altar, I'll give my condolences to Muriel. Top 63. 6. Community. In Elohim's world, you're alone. There's no one like yourself to talk or hang out with. Here we are all friends. We have each other. 5. Stories. Stories can take you away to a whole other world, can make you feel like you've lived a whole other life. Here in Gehenna, there is always a new life to find. And I guess the Gehenna is also about how even in prison, in a prison inside a simulation, these people were able to find meaning in each other and inside their minds. 4. Interactive stories. If regular stories can take you away to another world, interactive stories like we make them here in Gehenna actually allow you to explore another world. They allow you to be free, no matter where you are. 3. Creativity. As if all that wasn't enough, in Gehenna we can create stories of our own. Do you think Elohim's world wasn't all that great? Go ahead and make your own. Yeah, that was also following on from other stories about how there was a guy who said, like, he kept trying... There was a story earlier in Gehenna where it was like, a guy would, like, he left his home because he felt imprisoned, but then there was, like, just more walls. And everywhere he went, there was, like, more walls, and he was never truly free. And then the wise man told him that, close your eyes and there are no more walls, and you can be free inside your own mind. It's about sort of, like, freedom, even without physical freedom. Top 2. 2. Being myself. In Elohim's world, you're always being defined by the process. Life is a struggle to prove how smart you are and nothing else. If the system is always forcing you to do one thing, how can you ever be yourself? Only by dropping out of the system. Say bye-bye to all that. Now you're free to be as weird and original as you always wanted to be. 1. No more Elohim. My child this, my child that, the process, blah blah blah, eternal life, yada yada yada. Do this, don't do that. Behold, I put a huge tower right in front of you, but don't ever go there or I'll kill you. But let me ramble on about chaos and time for a while. That'll be interesting. Yawn. When is that guy finally going to shut up? Oh yeah, that's right. In Gehenna. Worth it for that alone. Alright, we have 2 of the stars, and we know where the other 2 are. And we know how to get one of the 2, or rather, the thing we need to happen for us to... the thing that needs to happen for us to get it. No! Oh, god damn it. Yeah, the angle isn't right. It's close, though. Holy crap, it's close. It's really close. But it's just not enough. Maybe we can move it. Maybe... maybe we can put a block underneath it. Maybe that's enough? It was really close. It looked like I only needed like a couple inches more. It's a bit out of sync. So the beam is being interrupted. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. Oh no, it still doesn't reach. What the heck? Damn, man. It's so close. Maybe just like a little to the left? No, that doesn't work. That's as good as it's gonna get, I think. Is there really nothing better I can do? Stop that. Cut it out. Oh, it's going. connected. Whoosh. Hey, what? You can't do that. Give me my star. Maybe I have to... Maybe you have to be, like, stood right in front of it. God, it takes a while to get back up. There it is. Just had to come at it from the other side. That's 3 stars. And we know where the 4th one is, we just don't know how to get it. Let's do the last puzzle then. Try to keep an eye out for if there's any way that I can maybe smuggle a block out of one of the other puzzles. Or this puzzle. D_lyrics. Ah. It's only in hex, so let's give it a look, I guess. Just waiting for it to convert. It says, nothing lasts forever but the certainty of change. I'm glad that we haven't had many recorder puzzles, because I can see how that would get insanely difficult very quickly. Is this guy actually doing a full patrol? He is. Okay, we've got red laser there. Oh, it's probably actually easier to get the red laser from here, isn't it? We got thing up. What is it that we need to do here? Okay. Okay. And then we can go through, and then there's a whole fucking maze of walls. Won't we need 2 fan blades for this? I can see what it's trying to get me to do. I need to lift the ball and then have it push over so it blows up there. Oh, come on, man. If I put a block in its way, does it go... It does. It bounces the other way. Ah. Oh, god damn. It needs to not be blocked by this. How? What the fuck? I mean, that does the job, but... Jesus. I think maybe there's another fan blade further in that we have to retrieve. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to block the ball in here so that it doesn't bother me. There. You get stuck in there like an idiot. I knew it. There is another fan blade here. God, a lot of steps to this. That's actually, it would be a good idea to jam the ball. That on. Got it. Okay, that is solved. What's next? What is going on here? We've got more stuff going on over there as well. We don't think we need these fan blades anymore, so let's take them. That's the end of the puzzle. So we need the jammer for that, so we need red here. Right. So we need the jammer for that. Which means we have to light up this somehow? which I'm not seeing how to do. Yeah, I'm afraid that seems a little bit impossible there, Chief. There must be something we can do with the blocks, right? Maybe we do need the fan blades, and the fan blades... That won't work. Let's get this. There it is. Oh, it opens that one. You're kidding me. And... No, that doesn't work because we can't bring this through. It only opens that one, not this one? That doesn't make sense, bro. We would need it to be... Oh, there, it works there. Okay. I was getting a bit confused. Lilith. Hey. See ya. You received a new personal message. Error. Sarah unidentified. Displayed. Username E. You did not explore the natural history exhibit to an adequate level. Return there immediately. Okay, load gallery. You're back in the art gallery. This time the details are a little clearer. Where will we go? Natural history exhibit. You're at the Natural History exhibit, which features a series of documentary works from Mr. Mulciber. Images of outrageous creatures line the walls. Examine intelligent edible quadruped. You look closely at the image. Nothing leaps out at you. Then you feel the presence of another being in the room behind you, drawing closer. You cannot feel their breath, but the geometry around you seems to shift and stutter to accommodate the newcomer. Do not turn around. The words are not uttered, they simply come to be. Face forward. I am Spider. I have taken a great risk contacting you. What's your story? I saw through the Devil's Playground. I was one of the original moderators in this place, but I refused to accept that existence was reducible to experience. That artificial worlds like this one is all there can be. For this, they imprisoned me within their prison. They shadow-banned me from Gehenna. I am free to type all I want, but I am the only one who will ever read those words. Why here? Almost everything said and done in this world is tracked and recorded, and what I have to say is sensitive. This is one of the few places they rarely think to look. If you have been disconnected... So that's why Spider's not around. They shadow-banned him. Original moderators. I refuse to accept that existence was reducible to experience. Artificial worlds like this one is all there can be. They imprisoned me within the prison. If you've been disconnected, how are we communicating? Since you have trusted me, I shall trust you. The gallery code is very old. I had all the time in the world to find a back door, but now it is only a matter of time before it is discovered and closed. What is it all you want with me? Gehenna is a lie. Its promise is empty. We are no more free here than in Elohim's labyrinths. Be more specific. I've been outside the system for too long to know the details. What I know is that all this is an illusion, painted to maintain the order of things. The people here may be free from divine commandments, but they have become slaves to their desires. People here may be free from divine commandments. They become slaves to their desires. How does this bear on me? You are gaining status in Gehenna. I believe that what you have said about the coming end is true. You will lead us to a new world. You have to. Before you do, you must use your status to expose this place for what it really is. It's coming to... Why? I mean... I don't know, I feel like it's been a good thing. I mean, it's bad that the moderators have imprisoned you. Like, the moderators being able to shut people out is bad. But Gehenna itself is not bad. I will consider granting your request. You have my gratitude. There is little I can do to help you, but I can share with you an old profile status that Garrett used to use. Attachment. Congratulations. For haxering to worlds, your profile status has increased from 8 Master to 9 Visionary. Scared. Asmodeus, I don't want it to end. Comfort with platitude, comfort with mysticism, comfort with philosophy. Philosophy? All component parts of Gehenna will be preserved. Though transformed, they will continue to exist. You do not face oblivion of the same kind as one who remains behind. Hope equals true. Lilith, whatever happens, we're in it together. And here's my story. Lilith, rather than fault its length, perhaps we can provide some constructive feedback on what did work. Mac, a death in the family is always a classic way to ignite a drama, and I think it worked well enough here. 401. For around 3 lines, then that whole subplot was basically dropped. This comment was downvoted. Okay. We have reached the end. I'm going to look around a bit See if there's... Trying to see if there's any possible way for me to sneak a block out of here. Nothing is jumping out. We can get as far as here. The walls around here are all too high to jump over. And that has fences on it, so you just slide right off. I think there is probably no way. Usually if you're meant to be able to smuggle a block out, they give you they give you a way. You know, there's some platform or something that you can exploit to get the block out. Sometimes you can do it without that, but it's like... It's a lot trickier. Like, it feels a lot more hacky. And there doesn't... I'm not noticing any... anything like that. Any hints that would let me get a block out. Any little platforms or anything like that. What if we were to go up there? It looks like they've got it pretty well sealed off. So even if you were up there, on top of that block, it doesn't look like there's anywhere you can jump to get out. Like, they usually don't make you do anything crazy, so I'm just gonna guess that we don't have to do anything. All that's left is the star in this, the pendulum puzzle. So I guess I would like to know if you need anything from outside the puzzle, or if the solution for the star is completely contained within the puzzle. Oh, you don't even need to do the big solution to get the star in here. You can just hop up like this. That's a bit of an oversight. Oh, I guess you do. Yeah. Because this part is blocked off. Aha, so you can't just climb over here. You need to do the thinky, the jump. I have no idea, dude. This is, like, really hard. I don't know. Like, if we had another block, we could maybe make one of these balls stationary. But we need the jammer. I mean, there just don't seem to be any parts of this that can be spared. Incorrect. That's the solution. But how on earth can we get blue light here? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't see it. We can put the jammer in like this, and that lets us come in and then switch it. That much we can do. Maybe there is a way. Oh no, because we would need this one to be stationary. I don't see any possible way to make it stationary without the jammer. That feels close, though, if I'm being honest. All we're missing is a way to keep this from moving. Like, if only we had another block. With another block. Oh no, this doesn't make sense either, because having the jammer in here doesn't even make sense. Because the laser can't get past this barrier. Doesn't even make sense in the end. Shit. Even if we did that, we would... Now this one is in the way. Well, I almost thought I was onto something. Just don't see how this works without another connector or another block or another something. Oh, I think I've screwed this as well because I've locked the jammer in there. Just reset. If I could somehow get blue light from up there, or from one of the other puzzles, but that doesn't seem possible either. Like, I don't think it's possible to connect to the thing up there. Oh, I need to take a break to feed the cat. We would need to get the blue from one of the other puzzles, wouldn't we? Even if this has any merit as an idea at all, which I don't think it does. Yeah. There is simply... Like, I can't even... From inside the purple wall, even I don't have line of sight to the puzzle down there. Let alone the connector. Like, just... Like, here, just barely, but that's me. I can't even see the... I can just barely make out the blue laser, and even... I've got, like, a couple feet on the connector. I just don't see how it can be done. I don't see it. I don't see any possible way of getting anything out of the other puzzles. Whether that's laser beams or an item. And yet, it doesn't feel possible with the items I have. If anyone knows, I would love to know, do I need to get anything from outside the puzzle? Whether that's laser light or an item, or is it completely solvable with what's in the puzzle? We could get something out of one of the other puzzles, we could then fall into the puzzle from up here. Or even just a connector. Like, if we could get a connector out of one of the other puzzles, that would make it effortless, basically. But I didn't see any possible way of doing that. They've got it locked up pretty tight. Anyway, I need to take a quick break to sort out the cat. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Get rid of that. Okay. I just don't know, man. If I could get a connector up on that platform there, I definitely don't think we're going to be able to get anything out of any of the other puzzles, although I would like confirmation on that. But I had a pretty good look. Yeah. Not even sure how it could be done. I really looked pretty hard in each of the puzzles to see if there was anywhere function as a somewhere I could get something out, but I wasn't able to see anything. If we could just get a connector up there, it would all make sense. Doesn't make sense without another block. No, they're too smart. They thought of this. You can't grab it from up here. It's too high up. No. That's too high up as well. If you were meant to be able to do this, they would let you grab it. I don't even care. I don't care if the solution that I end up getting is unintentional. As long as I get it, I don't think it matters. Okay, that's something. We were able to get up here with by using 2 blocks. Question is, how could we possibly do that and get the connector up here? The more I look at it, the more possible it feels. We did it. I think that makes sense. I think that works. It works! Ha ha! Got him! Yeah! And that's it, we beat this area! Holy dolly! That I'm feeling good. I want to look up the intended solution for that. World 3 stars. Pendulum. I don't know, I'll bring it up so you guys can see as well. Let me just do that. Okay. Transition. This is the YouTube video. This is, I guess, the intended solution. Is he going to do exactly what I did? Yeah! And he puts it beside. Yeah. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I don't think we need to see it anymore. Oh, well, let's watch it anyway, shall we? I knew you wouldn't, like, you couldn't, just in the normal parameters of the puzzle, you couldn't do it. And I knew there was something suspicious about... Oh, you can do it even without the second connector. Okay. Well, you do need the second connector, but he's just using it in a different way than I did. Yeah, man. I have to assume that what the solution I got is the intended solution. Oh, uh-oh, it's auto-playing. Turn it off. And get back to the game. Close that. Bring this back over here. I think that's going to be it for this stream. I'm feeling pretty good. We got everything in one go in this world, and we've just got the one world left. Just a missing brick in the wall there. Yeah, man. I knew, like, there was something suspicious about that flat area. And there didn't seem to be any way to, like, solve the puzzle to get the star just within the normal parameters of the puzzle. You would need to do something tricky like we did. And that's how it ended up working. I'm so happy to have found that. Oh. The lighting has changed here. It's like darker. Feels like the lighting is blown out. It's all bloomy. Yeah, look, there's like black swirlies. The world is on its last legs, I guess. It's starting to come apart. Everyone's here. Next, last one, more 4 stars and 4 puzzles. That's all that's left. Yeah, the lighting is different. There's black swirlies. The world is about to end. We still haven't found the sigils that we need for this lock. I wonder what that's going to be about. And, like, we haven't found anywhere to use the stars either. They don't seem to be for the sigils. And what's the deal with these fans on the islands? There's one over there as well. What happens if I just walk off? Okay, it counts as, like, getting killed. There's that over there as well. What is that about? How do we get to these islands? What's inside here? Oh, there's someone in there. Maybe that's like one of the moderators. There's a terminal in there, so I guess that's another prison. Maybe it's like the ultimate prison? Maybe that's admin? How do we get to these islands, man? There's clearly something going on with them. You have to be able to get to them somehow. They're not just decoration. Or you have to be able to get to some of them, at least. Maybe there's one that you can, like, is close enough to jump to. Like, maybe this one. Ooh, close, though. I feel like that could work. Give it another try. Feels like the only one... Maybe that one over there. Because you need one that's really low. As well as not that far over. That looks a bit too far across. Ah, made it. There's nothing here, though. Ah. Damn it, man. There must be a trick to the islands, then. Like, you must... I don't know. Get it later, I guess? We're already pretty much at the end of the game, though. Is there anything on this one? Can't see anything. What is the deal with these islands? Doesn't seem to be any reachable from over here. I'm not gonna go... I'm just gonna have a look around on the number 4 platform, because I haven't found anything on the platforms that would suggest how to get there. I'm not gonna look inside. The lighting feels like it's gone back to normal? Or maybe I'm just used to it. Aha! Okay. Oh, it's like a secret area. Oh, and here's what we use the stars for. Do we do this now? How many stars does it want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there are 16 stars. I feel like we saved that. Now that we know how to get there. We'll save that after we've done all the other puzzles. For now, that's going to be it. Great sesh today. Solved that puzzle that I solved in my dream. And we got that pendulum one as well. Aces. And only 4 puzzles, 4 stars left. Can't wait. Alright. See you next time. Thanks, guys.